Students, our today's topic is variable initialization and declaration in Python. This is very primary section while writing program. We are saying that Python is very easy to learn. How we can say, I am giving an explanation from my side. So if I am going to write program in C++ language, so in case of C++ language, I have to write int a equal to 10. This is what initialization and declaration of variable. First we have to write the type of data, thereafter we have to write the variable. Which type of variable you are going to use? You have to define the variable. You have to define the type of variable. If you are using integer variable, so you have to write int thereafter a. Then after you will allow to assign the value to the variable. Okay, so if you are writing int, so you have to assign value to the variable integer type. So this is what initialization and declaration in C++. In case of Python, just here I am writing a equal to 10. This is itself initialization and declaration. No need to write the name of data type, just you have to write what type of data you are using. Just you are writing, just you have to write the name of the variable and assign the value. Whatever the type of value you are going to assign, the interpreter of Python automatically will consider according to it. So you have to write only variable and assigning value to it. Next, input and output function in Python. Input function is in Python. What's the use of input function in Python? So an example I am giving here. Suppose I am going to write a program for addition of two digits. I am taking two variable equal to 10 equal to 20 and I am going to add the value of variable. For addition of these values, I am writing an expression print a plus b. The output will be, after execution, the output will be for these lines of codes 30. So if I am going to execute again and again, the output will be 30 again and again. So this is not robust. In my case, if I am programmer, if I am going to write any program, if you are going to write program, give some flexibility to your program. If you are going to add two digits, make program like that. Your program will take any number, any digit and executes any digits. Thereafter the program will give output according to that number. So in case of in case of writing that type of program, we have to use input function. Input function is responsible for asking the value after execution, and this is the function prompt to be displayed. So here one example I am showing x equal to input, and after execution this line, the console will ask for the value. If you are going to put some values like ABC or 12 or 12.5, so these values are considered as a string value, because by default the input function considered a string value. But if you want to put some value of integer or float, so you have to write in front of input int, you have to write in front of input float if you are going to put input or float value. Now next is eval keyword. Eval keyword is responsible for evaluation which type of input you are giving after execution of input function, the type automatically considered by the Python interpreter. You need not to write in front of int or float. If you are going to write int, the only you are able to put value integer type, float only you are able to put float type. But in case of instead of that int and float, if you are going to write eval, so all type whatever you are writing after execution of this line on console, the type automatically considered by the Python. Okay, under parenthesis we can write a string. After input in function input, one parenthesis is there. Under this parenthesis, if you are writing something, this is considered as a string, and this is considered, and you can write here only the expression in string data type. Okay, now next is what? Output through print statement. So what's the use of print? This is for print function is send output to standard output device. This is for displaying the output. So here I am writing print hello, the output will be hello, print 17, output will be 70, print 7.5, output will be 75. Also we can write expression within the parenthesis after print. So expression here I have written 2 into 5, so the output will be 10. Now next is very salient feature of Python. This is what typecasting, explicit typecasting. The explicit conversion of an operand to a specific type is called typecasting. So the syntax of typecasting is data type then expression. If suppose I am taking a variable which is which type, float type, b is equal to 5.0, this is what float type. If I am going to change the float type into the integer type, just I have to write int, thereafter under parenthesis I have to write the variable. Okay, so this is what feature of one of the good feature of Python language. If you are going to change the type into another type, you can change with this feature and this syntax, with the help of this syntax. Okay, now some basic function of Python. First is what? Type. Type function is for defining the type of data. If you are writing type and under parenthesis if you are writing some value, if you are writing 3, so if you are writing type and under parenthesis you are writing 3, so the type of 3 is what? Integer, then the output will be integer. Now second is what? ID function. ID and the syntax for ID is ID under parenthesis variable name. For example, x equal to 10, if you are taking example x equal to 10, ID x, so this ID will return the address of variable. This ID will return the address of variable in which location of memory the x variable is stored. So this will return what? Address of memory location.